Good Thursday evening, everyone. Looking at our weather map for tonight. Man, look at all the advisories. More advisories, watches, warnings, all those purples and reds you see across the Midwest and Western U.S. That's all winter storm, blizzard warnings, just all kinds of wintry weather out there. Now, you'll notice that funny color of tan shading across the portions of Western Kentucky on up into Indiana. That's a high wind warning. And you'll see some of those colors kind of scattered around the Appalachian Mountains too. That's for some very strong winds that are expected over the next 24 hours. Over in the Smokies, they're expecting wind gusts of 90 miles per hour. And of course, over toward Western Kentucky, they won't be quite that strong, but they're like 70-mile-per-hour wind gusts are possible over there. So it's a reminder of some of the days when we've had some remnants of hurricanes move up that direction and produce some very damaging winds even outside of any thunderstorms. So another very powerful storm system, and which is going to lead to a very active end of the week. So looking at our chances for different snow amounts, nothing much really has changed here. I did increase the chances for 1 to 1.5 inches up to 95%. So confidence is increasing in that range, 1 to 1.5 inches. I also increased the chances of getting 3 inches or more to 30%, especially for you all up above Jamestown. So let's just say from Jamestown and points north, right now looks like could be, if anybody gets more than 3 inches, that looks like that's where it may be. Models are still kind of, they're moving numbers around, with every model run, which they will do. But what you have to look at is the trends and what's been going on over the last 48 to 72 hours now, I guess. Well, it's been more than 72 hours that they've been showing this snow on us. And so your confidence is highest, and taking into account what you know about what's going to happen, 1 to 3 inches is still a very safe forecast. Some of us will get closer to the 1 inch, and then some folks will get closer to the 3 inch. So could this change? Of course it could. But confidence is pretty high that we're going to see snowfall totals in this range across the Cumberland Plateau. So stay tuned for any changes. But we're going on. I've been feeling good about this now for a couple of days. So we'll see how it pans out and how future model runs come in with this too. So looking at our 5-day forecast, so those winds tomorrow are nothing to mess around with. Wind gust of 55 miles per hour. I mean, that could cause some structural damage to homes and whatnot, without there being a thunderstorm anywhere around. We call a severe thunderstorm severe when winds are 58 miles per hour or greater. And we're talking about wind gusts of 55 miles per hour. So you're looking at shingles being blown off, tin being rattled up. I mean, you're looking at some shallow-rooted trees coming down. So a very, very windy day across the plateau on Friday. And here's the concerning part. So, we get some rain, an inch or less of rain. But look at that low Friday night, 20 degrees. If you lose your electricity tomorrow because of something that the wind did, if you're relying only on electricity for heat, you're going to be having a very cold night Friday night. So, let's be sure and keep an eye out for our neighbors that may not have a backup source of heat, just in case they don't have anything Friday night. That could be a rough situation. So, high profile vehicles, all that good stuff are at risk. And this is pretty much during the day on Friday. So, highest winds look to come, late morning into the afternoon. So just be aware of that. Possibly some flurries Friday night into Saturday morning. Not looking for any accumulation there. A dusting at most. I was only in the mid-30s on Saturday, then dropping back down into the teens Saturday night. And then Sunday, we might get above freezing, we might not. So you think about that. When we go below freezing Saturday night, if we don't go above freezing on Sunday, we're not going to be above freezing again until the end of next week. That's highs and lows. Because look what happens on Sunday. You get the clouds thickening up. Overnight snow develops low around 20. Clouds will keep the temperature up a little bit. Then Monday, we're only in the 20s. And then we drop down. We had thought last night we'd go down to 0 on Monday night. But now, the newest data shows clouds staying with us. So that's going to keep us about 10 degrees warmer than we would have otherwise been. And from those clouds, more snowflakes. So it looks like the snow will not stop Monday evening. It looks like the snow will continue on into the night, Monday night, and then on through the day Tuesday. So that's been something new with the model data, but it's believable because of the scenario that it paints. It's pretty typical for an Arctic air mass to have these disturbances rotating through. Be a very dry snow, that's for sure, very dry, powdery snow. But that's the new forecast. So coming in with a light snow developing Sunday night and staying with us off and on right on through Tuesday, probably right on into Tuesday evening. So yeah, it's a very wintry time ahead for sure. But another new development is the addition of a severe weather threat for Friday. So this is the Storm Prediction Center's current outlook at having the slight risk come right up to the southern border of Cumberland County. So their reasoning is if any thunderstorm can develop tomorrow, it could easily push winds down to the surface that are well over 55 miles per hour because we're already dealing with 55-mile-per-hour wind gusts. So any thunderstorm that could push a stronger wind gust than that to the ground, and you're going to get a damaging wind. What are my chances for a snow day on Tuesday? I'm sticking with 90%. And I'm going to say this. We might as well just, if we get the snow that we're going to get and the cold from Sunday night all the way through Tuesday, might as well just go ahead and say, what are the snow day chances for Tuesday and Wednesday? I would say both are probably up around 90%. So we'll continue to track things and see how things evolve over the next, 48 to 72 hours or so. But here we are on Thursday night. We're still very confident about snow coming in Sunday night through Tuesday now, but we're also very confident about two other things: the very strong winds for Friday and the very cold air coming for next week. So make sure you plan accordingly. I teach my first meteorology class at Tech tomorrow, and man, could we have timed this better? We're going to have plenty to talk about for our first meteorology class at Tech tomorrow afternoon. That is for sure. You folks have a wonderful evening. Keep looking up for more weather information and keep up with all this crazy weather. You just keep it right here at meteorologistmark.com.